Guys, there is a big fire in the camp of Davido right now. Obi Franklin and Davido's ex-lawyer, these guys are really at each other and it's trending out on social media. As at yesterday, Obi Franklin came up with a particular question for Bobo Ajudua, that is Davido's ex-lawyer, said, "My father was a judge of a high court. Who is your father and what is he known for?" That is the question right now. Some people are trying to answer this particular thing because he's a person of Fred Ajudua, and we know Fred Ajudua to be around some kind of controversial and fraudulent cases in Nigeria, and recently he was arrested and arraigned in court, and we know about that. I think a lot of people are really interested in this and saying that yes, it's good that Davido actually let out his former lawyer. That would have ruined a lot of things for him because reputation wise it's going to affect a lot of things about Davido dealing with some kind of a reputable businessman around the world, and that is something interesting because the sins of your father sometimes can really live with you. That is what I'm getting from this kind of story. What is your own take about all of this? I want you to put that in the comment section. Now, a person of Israel DNW is being justified by the actions of Ubi Franklin in recent posts. I kind of understand that from a point of view. Do you think the sins of the father of Davido's ex-lawyer is living with him? I want you to put that in the comment section because some persons came out with a particular report why Davido let out or sacked the lawyer, and somehow some people are beginning to justify the actions of Davido. According to some people, they said this guy was believed to have made away with Davido's $300,000 and almost embarrassed Davido in Dubai because they could not pay a hotel bill for Davido because this guy has squandered the money and the rest. And that led Davido to say, "I'm firing you. I need somebody who is more honest," to an extent. Some people have tied it to the activities and the case or the controversy of his father, that is a person of Fred Ajudua. Because Fred Ajudua, according to a report, a lot of people know him to be one of the biggest 19 man in the country. That is what is really trending now on social media. This guy is having a case with Ubi Franklin. I think they are really dragging themselves on social media. I will give you update on that. Let's talk about some issues around the corner. Talking about the protests in Nigeria, a lot of people, especially politicians, are coming out to threaten or warn the youth on the End Bad Governance protest or Hunger Day protest. I think we need to actually understand that, when you coerce the people, in spite of your wrongdoings, you are provoking them. No, that is something I kind of understand by this whole thing. And Wike has come out as the FCT minister to say Abuja is not available for protest. Are they telling us now that we don't, or the people does not have the right to protest when they are not comfortable with a particular policy or a particular thing about the government? I want you to put that in the comment section because a lot of people are now raging on social media. They are raging on Twitter and saying that they are disappointed, in some kind of politicians around the world, especially the likes of Wiki, the likes of, presidential aides and other persons, trying to deter and warn them from, protesting because they believe that in the time of Jonathan, the likes of Tinubu and a lot of others led protests against him. But Jonathan didn't want them, didn't do a lot of things, and it was peaceful. But right now, this guy, they don't want the same thing which they've done to a lot of people. I think the youth are really angry with these persons based on their insensitive actions and a lot of things. While some people are crying that there is hunger in the town, they are now increasing, pump price, that is fuel price. They are increasing interest rate and a lot of things. And even senators and some government leaders are lying about inflation in the country. They said there's no inflation in the country, but what we are feeling in the street or in the market is inflation. Can you buy a tuber of yam in the market just like that? It is something that we need to actually look into. I think the government is insensitive in this particular thing. That is something I believe. And they should allow the people to protest. That is something I believe, to exercise their fundamental rights. If you take away the protest of the people, that means you are destroying democracy, and which a lot of people are saying that it is pretty destroyed in Nigeria based on the last election in Nigeria, where some people, because of their ethnicity, they were not allowed to vote in a particular area. That is quite disturbing, and they want to replicate this in the protest that is forthcoming. A lot of young people are massively behind the protest right now. I think it's going to be loud at the end of the day. What they are really not sure about is it going to escalate to that of Kenya protests? That is the question a lot of people are really asking. But if you don't want it to escalate, you have to be sensitive about a lot of issues. That is the government. They need to be sensitive, and they should understand that they have to engage with the youth directly. You should allow Mr. President to dialogue with the youth directly, not using aids that are, making everything worse for Bola Ahmed Tinubu. That is something I kind of understand. It's not getting good advisors. That is one thing I understand from this particular story.
We're all aware of the threats as regards to protests, as regards to what some people may call bad governance. We believe that yes, we have right to protest, we have right to demonstrate, but all this has to come within the ambit of the law. This period, we think that all Nigerians should work collectively in order to salvage our country. I'm aware that there are challenges. Mr. President and his team are working very hard to make sure that those challenges, those problems facing our country have been solved. We know that it is a very difficult period for citizens. Mr. President has come up clearly that there are challenges and there are problems, but those problems and challenges should be tackled. And we believe in him, and we urge all Nigerians, those who are patient, that at the end of the day will come out of this economic woes. For us as FCT, we have seen the changes in FCT. We have seen that the government is working. Mr. President has given FCT so much support that a lot of us can attest to the fact that there are a lot of changes going on in the FCT. And therefore, we will not allow anybody to set us back. We are looking forward to make sure that we take FCT to where it's supposed to be, as one of the major cities, not only in Africa but also in the world. And so we will not allow anybody to disrupt peace, set us back. And so, for those who want to protest.
On this, what is your own take? What do you have to make about all of this? I want you to put that in the comment section. A lot of people are really raging on this, and this is getting interesting at the end of the day. I keep asking the questions. Yes, what is the future of Afrobeat in Nigeria? According to a report, it's been proposed to what about $14 billion by 2025, and a lot of people are behind the scene trying to make this a reality. Right now, we should be talking about $6 billion to $7 billion in 2024, and that is way big and a big achievement. Burna Boy remains one of the biggest African artists right now. This guy was able to entertain 200,000 people in Switzerland. That is a big one and a big win for Burna Boy Odogu in the music industry. But some people are saying that the likes of Burna Boy and a lot of others to help in gatekeeping Afrobeat, because we need to preserve Afrobeat it tells the African story to an extent. We should forget about the Western validation of Afrobeat and focus on the people's validation. What are your own takes about my story? I want you to put that in the comment section so that we can talk about it further. Before I jump off, I want to say thank you guys for watching our videos and thank you for the love so far. If you are new here, you can click the subscribe button below, the bell notification icon to always get notifications each time we upload our videos.